One weekly fact about each planet. Because Mercury barely has an atmosphere, it can reach up to 800 degrees during the day and negative 290 at night. This is by far the widest temperature range of any planet. Like, bro's like the Lamar Jackson of planets. He's really a dual threat. Venus rotates in retrograde or backwards compared to other planets, and it does it so slowly that its day is longer than its year. No one knows for sure why this happened, but the leading theory is that at some point in its early history, it got absolutely clocked by another Venus-sized planet. Since Earth is the only place known to have life, it creates the rarest materials in the entire solar system. If I offered you your weight in gold or your weight in amber, you're obviously going to take the gold because it's much rarer on Earth. But if you're making a deal with an alien, listen up, this is important advice, you're going to need this. In a universe where gold forms naturally and amber needs tree resin to form, which is only obviously made on Earth, amber is much more valuable in the grand scheme of the universe. Most of the Mars rovers are dead. Only Curiosity and Perseverance are still working. Kind of makes me sad. They're just like slowly strolling through a graveyard of their dead friends. Jupiter's red spot has been cooking for at least 150 years. Some people think it might have been going on way longer than that. There's observations of a red spot dating back to the 1600s, but they don't know for sure if it was the same storm, which makes me think, what was the biggest storm that has happened on Jupiter, like way before humans like ever came around? Like, what's the biggest, like, what if there's a whole storm that just covered the whole planet? Like, we don't know. We never will. That bothers me. Saturn's rings can fit almost perfectly in the distance between the Earth and the moon, which is kind of disturbing because you can also fit every single planet in that distance side by side. It makes you realize how much of a commitment the moon landing was. Like, those dudes were really out there. Like, they were gone. Uranus's moon Miranda has a cliff that's so high that if you fell off it, you'd be falling at 90 miles an hour for 10 minutes straight. Neptune is so far away that it was discovered with mathematical calculations. Basically, sometime in the mid-1800s, these two white dudes below me both did some calculations and figured out that Uranus's orbit didn't quite make sense unless something was tugging on it. And as soon as they did the math and figured out roughly where this object would be, there was a race to see who could find it with the telescope first, and it's still debated who won that. See you next week.